In the world of professional sports, it is no secret that one of the most taxing elements of a long season is not found on the court, or the field, or the ice, but rather on the road. Edging through the ranks, fighting city to city, and even country to country, travel can take its toll on a team. From late sleepless nights to time away from loved ones, life on the road has revealed itself to be an equally formidable opponent. While the Red Bulls begin their push through the 8-game pick round, they also begin their push across Austria, collecting points for playoffs and gathering a few kilometers along the way. This is unprecedented. After back-to-back wins over the weekend, the boys are pressing forward towards the third game of the pick round, and while the team may be sacrificing time spent at home, they make sure not to sacrifice comfort on the road.
One of the nicer buses that I've ever been on in pro hockey, so get treated pretty well. We got fridges are always stocked with everything that we need, and then you can't beat the highway view of Austria, that's for sure.
While the players upstairs enjoy a bit of downtime, the coaches downstairs are working double time, making final observations and preparations for this hour tomorrow. The puck will drop at center ice in Vienna. As morning breaks over the city, the mood at breakfast is calm, cool, and collected, a welcomed sight during such trying times. And the short journey over to pregame practice provides additional comic relief.
This way. Right through the subway. I think it's a little further. We're walking together to the stadium. We're lost. Oh yeah, I know where we are. Hey, whose interview is this?
Where is our bus?
Are we this way? We can get there.
While you can't always expect a world-class coaching staff to have a handle on navigation, you can, however, trust that come ice time, they will have it all figured out.
I'm just thinking, if we can get a shot from this area with Hanky there and Raf's at the net, I think it's going to be a really, really big chance for us. And we got 28 at the net too.
All right, let's go hit the ice, boys. Pre-game skate.
I think repetition is really important. Hey, Leonard! Keep working on things and keep doing things and hammering home basic ideas and concepts. And I think that's one of the things we've done with our team so far this year. Yep, Lily! Is just continue and continue and continue to work on things. Put our beliefs and our systems in place and continue repping them out. That's starting to bleed into our group and our team. And that's a pretty cool thing to see. Reggie! We got a heavy group today, boys. Heavy group. Last puck. Suck it, forwards. Maybe next time.
I think one of the hardest things to do in sports is to handle success. That's what I think. There's a reason why only one team wins.
Okay guys, short reminder, Vienna Capitals, they forecheck hard and organized. In the O zone they bring a lot of pucks and bodies in front of the net. And in the D zone they collapse and looking for a quick transition.
When we went through the first 40 games And we were proving it night after night after night. You know, when teams were coming up to come take the spot, the guys got used to fighting for first place. And then what I felt a little bit was when it got reseeded that we had to fight again. And you know, we found that there's a certain level of desperation that we need in our game to be great.
As the skates hit the ice, the Red Bulls welcome back their captain, Thomas Raffel, who has sat out of the last 16 games because of injuries. And for his postseason debut, tonight's game is nothing short of exhilarating.
Let's f***ing do it, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Cover! Let's get up. Let's get up. Let's get up. Up. Coming. Coming. Hey! The f*** is that? Let's go. Make them pay here, fellas. Let's go. Hey! Attaboy, Hokie!
The boys head into the locker room after a scoreless first period, and the theme thus far is pain. A rough opening 20 minutes of hockey has left an official on the ice, a coaching staff dissatisfied with the quality of play, and a number of players requesting an audience with the team's physiotherapist.
Number one predictor of success is grit. Grit's the second effort. Grit showing up to battles.
You know, we have a good balance of confidence, yet, you know, humility, knowing that if we don't play the right way, if we're not doing the right things as a team and as individuals, that we can falter.
If we're going to be aggressive, we got to be detailed.
Yeah, it's been a lot of changes made in our team, from the coaching stuff down to the players, and I think we have just a really tight group this year.
Let's finish the job here, man.
I think that's the depth we're going to need for the rest of the season, and that's going to help us win the championship.
While some players are a bit frustrated from early play, the mood takes a quick swing upwards as forward Connor Brickley stokes the fire in the Red Bulls tunnel.
Go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Center up and across, okay, winger up and across, flash two across, 2D'er like this with a low guy, try and bump up. We're dropping a low wing. Got him, got him. Help, help, help. Back, back. They're gonna rag it, they're gonna rag it. You gotta go, you gotta go.
In the final period of play, the boys settle into their motions and work to secure their third consecutive pick round win, with a little help from goalkeeper JP Lamoureux.
Well, goaltending's unique in a sense that it's an individual sport within the game of hockey. The team can go out and execute and play well, and it kind of has nothing to do with anything that I do in the net, and vice versa. I just want to stay on goalie island, so no matter what's happening in front of me,
good stick, good stick.
I'm just controlling what I can, and I almost try to stay emotionally detached from what's going on in front of me, and that kind of allows me to stay in a strong headspace where I'm just focused on the puck.
Come in, come in. Come on, JP. Time. Wow. Strong collapse, man. Strong in the collapse.
Oh, man, bricks. Hey, call upstairs, they think that's a goal.
Games are ultimately decided at the goal line, and while tonight's win heads home to Salzburg with JP and the boys, tomorrow they will get right back to work, practicing the game of centimeters, played out on Goalie Island.
Gut, Lilly. Zwei noch.
Mit dem JP habe ich ja schon in Villach zusammen gespielt. Wir kennen uns sehr gut. Auch mit dem Damentrainer, mit Markus Kersch, kommen wir sehr gut zurecht. Wir sind ein gutes Trio, finde ich. Und wir arbeiten jeden Tag, dass wir besser werden.
Beim Schlutze habe ich einmal einen getroffen. Da hat er den Stock von da gehabt. Nicht ganz schlimm, sondern da. Dann habe ich jedes Mal aufgeschossen. Die Scheibe ist entweder direkt reingegangen oder da runtergekupft. und der hat dann sein Rehband mitziehen.
Ja, im Eishockey ist, wenn man damit aufwächst, ist es sicher immer ein Kindheitstraum, dass man das Hobby zum Beruf macht und in der höchsten Liga spielt.
Der war gut, der war genau im Schuss. So wollte ich ihn haben.
I don't control how many shots I get, how little shots I get, who's shooting it. I can only react to what comes at me. And I just try to stay in that state of mind. And you're going to get breaks, you're going to get bad breaks, and just kind of staying the course.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is maintaining that emotional control. So those are goals that I try to achieve kind of game by game.
While JP sticks to his routine on the ice, a little relief can come on nights like tonight, with Red Bull forwards dishing up some impressive goals, securing a 3-2 win against Klagenfurt and bringing home the 4th consecutive victory in the pick round. Tonight, Ice Arena Salzburg echoes with the sounds of success. However, 2 consecutive losses in the 6th and 7th games of the pick round will soon muffle those distant cheers, calling on the Red Bulls to reevaluate with only 1 game remaining before playoffs.
Sometimes when you don't win, it's a good thing. And the good thing is that you learn and you can get better. And that's what I think we did, is we were able to target a couple really key points that were going to be our performance indicators moving forward into the playoffs, and we really got to know a deep version of our group because you're playing against all the top teams for 8 games. So it's a very concentrated, shortened season where you get to learn a lot about your group.
With 53 games come and gone for this newly minted staff and system, head coach Matt McIlvaine can't help but reflect on the long road that has led his team to this very moment.
We went through a lot this year. I lost my mother-in-law at the beginning of the season, and it was a very difficult thing for my first year as a head coach to go through, but I had a great staff that picked me up. Alex Rauchenwald got sick, and he had a group of guys all the way through his fight that picked him up. And you know, we had guys who lost grandparents, had sick parents, and all the way through that, we just kind of stuck together. And so, for sure, Alex Rauchenwald, his beating cancer is the big win for us.
It's fucking been a long wait. It was turned out to be longer for us than for him. He was fucking fighting. Welcome back, Rauchen!
As the boys take the ice with Smokey for the first time in 154 days, it becomes quite clear that this club and these fans combine to create something much larger than hockey. This is a community, a family, a symbiosis in which people on both sides of the glass are benefiting equally from each other's presence. And while the fans do their part in a sold-out stadium, the Red Bulls owe it to this crowd to hold up their end of the deal by playing some damn good hockey. As Alex Rauchenwald heads home with his second big win of the year, the team finishes just 1 point shy of first place. A frustrating result, ordinarily. But if there is one thing that Smokey has taught us all, it is that we should pick our battles wisely.
when you don't win a game or you don't win a couple, it really makes you take a deeper dive into some things. And what we were able to do was discover a couple little tactics and a couple details and bring it out of the group that was going to really help us moving forward for the playoffs.
The opponent has been chosen. The stage is now set. And what happens during the quarterfinals of the 2020 playoffs will leave a very deep mark in the history of hockey as well as the world. Some moments all too familiar, others with a new twist, and some things never done or known before. This is unprecedented.